and welcome to another episode of Dungeons of the Dragons. My name is Jourdan Lees, and I am your host and DM. And today with me are my esteemed players. Over here we have David Nowers.
Greetings. I will be playing Ruben P. Glowstone, the Gnome Cleric.
Paul Sunderhaus.
I'll be playing Glyph. I got these cool new shades last game. Let's see what we do.
And, of course, Camden Dalton.
Why'd you just put sunglasses in there?
Khalladak, the bugbear, barbarian,
Nice.
rock pusher extraordinaire, friend of rocks, destroyer of faces, has mom issues.
Wow, what a renown.
Great at blowing.
Great at blowing. Okay. So,
Shut that.
the
goblin with the blow dart.
Even with context, it's terrible.
I know.
Last time on Dungeons of the Dragons, we had Ruben, Glyph, and Khal in a room with their managers and Benny. A fight broke out.
A fight broke out. We began the fight with a nat 20, and we ended the fight with a nat 20.
That's true. It
Called
was
a gnat sandwich.
It was kind of a gnat sandwich. Got one of those gnat sandwiches.
That sounds gross.
So
It
you
could
guys
be called a crit sandwich, but
Ooh,
that sounds even worse.
Yeah, that does sound a lot worse. That sounds way grosser. But yeah, you guys handled yourselves pretty well. There were some hairy moments, I would say, throughout the fight. You had Elamore casting spells that were webbing you guys down and smacking you with some magic missile. You had Greglodon swinging his great sword with great abandon. And you had Benny that was trying to heal them and as well just smack you with his spiritual weapon. But in the end, you prevailed and got Benny to join to your side. You acquired some gear. Khal picked up Greglodon's great sword, which was inscribed from his father to him, magical greatsword. We had Glyph pick up some sweet shades that'll help him when it's too sunny. And we had Benny who just decided to tag along, and he's also got some vials of some little thing. He didn't exactly get to describe it to you all, but
He did hand it over, though.
yeah, he did hand it over. Yeah, these
Syringes, not potions.
No, not potions, not just regular old vials. This is straight up
a needle on them and a plunger. And
Constantly
some
surprised by
Yep.
the advancements that this world is throwing at us. Got sunglasses and syringes and firearms. Really looking forward to finding a car outside.
Yeah, you never know. So after chatting with Benny for a few minutes and trying to figure out what to do next, the door burst open, and standing on the other side was a young man in a green suit, looking at all of you and proclaiming, "Yeah, that was my son. My least favorite son, but my son."
I believe the words you used were my worst son.
My worst son, yeah. He did say his worst son. Now you are standing in a room. You have a man at the end of it.
It's Grundelvald. It's Grundelvald.
You got it. He.
Do you have
Do I get an inspiration for that?
No.
do you have like a matching pantsuit?
Yeah, it's basically like it's all green, kind of textured, but
Scaly?
it's kind of like a scaly design. It's not actual scales, but it's like a scaly design. But it's like it's a very modern, but like kind of has some throwback elements, some like a 1920s updated suit.
Tailored slim cut or box cut?
Slim cut for sure. And he's looking at all of you like, I gotta say, it's pretty crazy the fact that you guys got all the way through the dungeon and got back here to me. Granted, I haven't really appreciated the fact that you've killed, I don't know, a bunch of my employees. It's not been the coolest thing. I wasn't planning on these losses, but there's some money I get to save. So at the end of the day, I'm not harping too bad. I think we've got some people who can fill in those numbers.
Do you need us? Do you want us to also kill them? Maybe. I mean, you're talking about like budget cuts and
Yeah, if this is about the bottom line, we can help.
I
you
mean,
with
we
the
can
bottom
help.
line.
We just want to get out of here. So we'll be out of your hand. You don't have to pay
Trust
us
me.
anything.
Trust me, I know. I can tell you guys wanted to get out of here. You guys tried to get out the front door.
I feel like it's all a big misunderstanding.
Wow.
You saw that.
I heard about it through the grapevine. I mean, I felt the tremor too. This place.
It wasn't. It wasn't even that powerful. I was thinking something more.
Yeah,
I'm actually very surprised that you're alive.
Who'd you have put that in place? Like, is that something you can do?
I worked with a couple magicians to make that work. Then I killed them, so now they can't help. That's all me now. I have full control, full access. You know?
Has it been there a while? Like, how long ago did you put that in place?
I don't know, like 100 years ago, 200 years ago. I lose count after a while. When you live as long as me. Well, okay, so here's the thing, guys.
Benny, do you have anything to help right now?
Benny's like, I've got the vials, but that's it.
Well, I have the vials.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
You
have the vials. That's all I got. I'm almost out of spells. I'm feeling weaker. So he says, here's the thing, guys. I'm impressed. And at the end of the day, I get to say you're my employees. And that's pretty awesome for me to say.
You're dang right. I'm way back here.
Like him. I like him a lot.
I love Greg Ladon.
Front and center.
Or not. I killed Greg Ladon.
Yeah, you killed my son.
I love Grundelvald.
Thanks. I appreciate it. Yeah, you killed my son. I'm not going to say I'm happy about it. He was my worst son, but you know, I've got a lot of kids. With a face like this, right? So, I got a proposition. I am pretty tired of my siblings. They are awful. They suck. I hate them all. And they've got a really good, elaborate cave system going on in their different regions. What I would appreciate is for them to kind of, I don't know, vacate. Maybe that's through force, is what I'm saying.
So,
Deal!
We were noticing before that on the ceiling here, they're a lot smaller than you. And if that's to scale, these guys should be no problem, right? What can you tell us about them?
Yeah, I'm the biggest. I'm the biggest one. So
Insight check.
they won't be, if you want an insight check.
I want to insight check everything he's saying. 20.
20. Mm-hmm. You don't think he's telling the truth about being the biggest one. Okay. He's like, yeah, they should be, I mean, I shouldn't say no problem. I mean, we're dragons. We're tough. And I mean, I could theoretically just kill you guys now, but I haven't had any adventurers make it this far and survive for a long time. And now that I've got some of my own employees that are doing it, mind blown. This is great. This is great news for me. So what you guys would do is go to each of my siblings, kill them, I'll take over the dungeon, and then, I mean, what's better than that? We're going to have a bunch of really authentic, true-to-life dungeons out there, not just like running a business out of it and like, oh, I'm so cool, I'm a really smart dragon, so I'm going to build robots. Sis.
Okay,
so
which one does that? Which one has the robots?
That would be my sister Velrigal. She's down kind of past the mountains of Sandrame.
What color is she?
Blue.
How did you know to ask that question? Are dragons not all green like you?
Oh no! Did you? Somebody mentioned seeing the ceiling. I figured.
Oh right. No, I just saw the size. I didn't really see the color.
Yeah, they're all different colors. We're all different colors. My sister, who's blue, and that's Velrigal. And then you've got my brother, Dricker. He's down further. He's black. You've got my other sister, who's a white dragon. She's like up north. That's Icevild. And she sucks. She's the worst. She's so mean. And then, of course, you've got my brother, Kriegworm, and he's, he's down a little further southeast.
Red?
Yeah, red dragon. Yeah. Real tough.
He's good at that, the deduction stuff.
I just, their names are under their pictures on
They
the
are.
ceiling.
They are indeed.
I've been reading the ceiling.
Not everybody can read Draconic, all right?
So, how's that sound? You guys in?
Yep.
Great.
What's in it for us?
You don't die. I could kill you
sweeten the
now.
pot a little bit. Can we get better positions in these new dungeons?
Can we be vested?
I'm letting you out of the dungeon. So,
All right.
that's a pretty cool thing. I gotta say, you guys are in a much better spot than like anybody else that works for me. You got maybe the opportunity to earn your way up. Who knows? Who knows?
I want to approach a little bit.
Okay.
Mr. Grundelvald, sir.
Yeah.
One, thank you for your gracious, benevolent offer. A couple questions. One, what would you? Do you have recommendations like how we ought to go about? Who's the one you like the least that we ought to go after him first? And do you have suggestions for like how to go about doing that? Two, I consider, and I was about to pull out my little vials that I was given. Maybe not yet. And anything, maybe little, if you had like little pocket change for us to get from A to B, or maybe like just whatever your benevolences would choose to bestow upon us to further your aspirations would be not turned away.
Persuasion check.
All right. 10.
10? Okay. It's like, well, it's a great question. I mean, like I said, all my brothers and sisters are dragons, like me. And they all are not easy to beat. But I would say the one I'd like dealt with right now would probably be Vale Regal. She's the closest. I think we could start cleaning that up. The easiest.
She's the one with all the robots.
Yeah.
Close proximity, so you could just swoop right in.
Right, exactly.
Brilliant.
But it's the thing is, if I do anything about it, then my other siblings, they're gonna.
So we're not gonna have like team, G-Man across our. Can't do. Okay.
Definitely don't do that.
Don't do that. No.
And if you're captured, you better not tell them that I sent you.
Of course, that would be a terrible decision.
Because if somehow you remain alive, I'll torture you.
Sure.
I'm good at it. I don't like to do it. I like to make sure that my employees are happy. But I will do it, and I will do it well. All right. So as long as we're all on the same page there. To get your journey started, I'll give you all a bit of an allowance. Just, something that you can take on the road with you. You're going to get a per diem. So I'll give those three of you 300.
What about Benny? Can we take Benny?
Nah.
All right, I'm going to go throw him in the hole.
You throw him in the hole?
I'd like to kick him in the hole.
And like Benny's like, but I thought I was with you. Like you said I'd come along.
I'll turn to
family in the
turn to Grundelvald and say, we could really use his help. We got one guy
Oh,
who's always running out of.
I'll pick him up.
I didn't know if you. I don't know. We need to be throwing him in the pit. I mean, that feels drastic.
Grundelvald, do you want me to? You want me to get rid of him?
Nah, I'll do it myself.
All right.
Well, that doesn't make me feel any bit better.
Mainly just because, like, he got my son killed. He didn't help. He's a healer, and he kind of failed his job.
I'll drop him in this hole.
Nah, I want to do it myself.
I swear to McGloobian, I'll throw him right in the hole.
If you throw him in, I'll eat you right here and now. So.
All right.
All right. So, cool. Love that we're all on the same page here. So, if you guys will just make your way to the front, I'll switch off the gate, and you guys can be
hold up. How do we know that's going to work?
I guess you don't.
How about we take Benny, and we'll let him go through first to prove that, it's fine.
No.
We'll just be on our way then?
Yeah, well, hang on. I got to get you your per diem.
Yeah.
Hey, what's through that door you just came
I don't
out?
know what that word
Oh, that's my lair.
You have a lair?
Yeah.
Well, then what's this?
This is the battle room.
Do you want
This is where Russ usually is dealing with all of the people that get in here.
like do you have like you got your safe box? Do we need to follow you in there?
Nah, you're good. You just hang out right here.
Oh.
We haven't met a Russ. Who's Russ?
Russ, he's the Minotaur. He's the Minotaur that's normally in here. He's like the thing that the adventurers like see last. But I gave him the day off because I really wanted to punish the fact that my son and your manager did a terrible job keeping you wrangled. Hey,
Yeah,
it's working out for me now, and I found a way to
What about
spin
my
it,
manager? What about Tugnug?
I don't know who that is.
All right.
You think I keep track of every single person who works here? You
Well,
are
he was
crazy.
upper management, so
That's why you have HR. Ooh, can we bring HR with us?
Huh?
Can we bring HR with us? Can we take them around to
Like Gloria?
Gloria.
Yeah.
Gloria's no. She's gonna stay here and keep doing her job.
Oh, that's a shame. She'd be really good in those other dungeons, I think.
Yeah. G is kind of a annoyance, really.
Not a fan of Gloria?
Who's a fan of HR? It's real annoying. I mean, I'm in charge, and she knows it, but she can be a real annoyance. We'll just say. Okay, you guys hang out here. I'll be right back, and I'm gonna go get that gold for you. You guys cool?
are we you got any armor?
No.
Cool weapons?
Or maybe I do, but I'm not giving you anything.
Okay, well, gold's fine.
Yeah. So he backs out and closes the door. And yeah, you're just alone right now
With Benny?
with Benny.
Who's shaking?
What's
Terribly.
already...
He's peeing himself a little bit.
Benny, now's your chance.
Hey, Benny.
Get out of here.
And he kind of looks around and he's like,
You're right. Is there a way out the way you came?
It's a pretty long path.
It's
and
long
It twists and
and
turns.
a minute ago,
If you encounter a mimic, don't open the
it
chest.
was
Don't
like a
open the treasure
big,
chest.
there was like, it looked like you could go out, but you couldn't go out.
Yeah.
And when you got there and you tried to go out, it was like explode and send you flying back, and it almost killed him.
Maybe I can take some of the lower floors. I'll go through the lower floors, and I can maybe make it there.
How? Okay.
Tell us more.
Where are those?
How do you get to the lower floors?
Like where the cubes are and all of that.
Yeah.
yeah.
Well,
The
then
barracks.
yeah.
Yeah, and then I can meet you at the front.
Okay.
Yeah,
Good luck.
okay. I'll do it.
and so you see him run out the door that you came through.
He's gonna
yeah.
gonna die, guys. He's gonna kill himself.
So he's
Maybe he was going to figure out a way to go down this hole. I want to go down this freaking hole.
All the while, Glyph is just kind of like dragging the bodies to the edge. getting
Doing his cleanup
doing
work.
his cleanup work.
yeah doing his cleanup.
Getting ready.
After a few minutes, Grundelvald comes back, pops in the door, and he's like, all right, here you go. He gives you each a bag of gold. You take that with you on your journey, and yeah, good luck. I'll be checking in. I got my sources, so just be aware of that.
Hey, GD,
Yo,
that green dragon, testing it out.
I'm not gonna say no to it. I kind of like it. I dig it a little bit.
All right, GD. All right. So just wondering, do you have an exit, over by you? Because otherwise we had to go all the way back through everything
Yeah,
to get out the front door.
yeah.
You don't have an exit by your lair, which would make sense.
I
for
probably
you.
do.
Can we go out that way?
No.
Ah.
All right, cool. Well, guys, I gotta say, I'm real Glyph Tag blessed to
Thanks,
have you
GD.
all working with me right now. This is great. This is real great. You guys have a safe and wonderful journey.
You going to kick his son into the hole while he's standing here?
I was kind of debating it. Hey, you want me to get rid of this guy?
I'm gonna bury him. So don't do that.
Are you sure?
100%.
I mean, are you going to bury him in the
Do you want to die in a cloud of poison?
somebody's about to kill him, I step back.
I already threw Elamore in.
Oh, I don't care about her.
Oh,
yeah,
okay,
she's a drow. I don't. Whatever.
Well, hey, I'm one of your best fighters. You just going to say that like that?
yeah, I am.
Okay.
So.
Glyph just makes like a mark on his forearm to remember the moment.
Number of times he's been slighted.
Y'all take care. I'm gonna go back in my room. Don't bother me. Hurry up. I'll make sure I'm scrying you guys at the door. So I'll make sure to see when you get there. Switch off the old meter. Badges will go off. Adios. I'll see you guys later. And he just goes and closes his door.
All right. Well, let's head back out.
So you guys
a little bit
make your way back from where you came.
So we just backtrack all the way to the front of the cavern.
Yeah.
Okay.
So as you're making your way through these areas, you enter into
The goblin tunnel we
the
found.
goblin tunnel that you found. In there, you see like a couple of goblins who are dragging other goblins. They look up at you and they're like, "Oh," and they drag the goblins out of there. You make your way into the glowing sunroom. In there, you see a woman sweeping up the glass, dealing with the broken mirror that's in there. And she kind of looks at you all like pensively and waves a little bit.
Hi.
And
Headed out.
Headed out.
As you leave there and continue to make your way down the tunnel, you get to the hot plate room where the different dragon heads are. You see a dwarf working on the one that wasn't working the previous time that you had gone through there, and he's like,
The one that was out of order?
yeah, the one that's out of order, and he's kind of working on it. He looks at you and he sneers, and he just keeps working on it.
Can I like press a plate right to shoot a fireball at him?
As you actually are walking, like you do that, and it like doesn't work.
Oh, they turn the valve.
All the plates have been turned off.
Yeah.
They shut the water off.
You walk into the other room, you see a bunch of goblins that were in those rooms, like pushing some crates back into position and like starting a new fire in the center of the room. They're all looking at you like,
Look at them.
and then they're like cleaning everything. And as you make your way back to the room where you started and down the south hall, the many yards down the south hall.
We're ready to make our way out.
Yeah, let's get out of here.
100%.
So you guys make your way down the south hall, and you slowly get closer to the front entrance.
I'd like to look around and find Benny.
You don't see him.
You don't see Benny anywhere.
No.
All right, well,
Okay, guys. All at the same time.
I'm walking. I trust GD so much.
So you start walking
Okay.
forward.
Yeah, I'll walk with him.
All right. As they walk hand in hand, the three coworkers, towards the door that once blew their strongest away. Walking closer and closer, you see the outside world.
No shimmers, no little sort of heat waves.
No shimmers.
No tingling in the bodies.
No tingling in the bodies.
Okay.
As your badges reach the doorway.
Glyph puts on his shades.
Yeah, you put on
In preparation.
and
What is CSI Miami?
Who are you?
you step out, and all of your pecs push past the barrier out into the open air outside in the woods, and your badges suddenly. So you still have a scar from where you've been branded, but the magic seems to have just dissipated.
Okay.
Well,
And
That's pretty risky, guys. I'm glad that worked.
yeah, you're outside now.
I'm gonna pick up an outside rock.
Okay.
What kind
Feels
it's
good.
a cool rock. Huh?
It's cool. It's actually
It's warm.
it's a little warmer from the sun touching it. Yeah.
not like the cold,
Yeah.
dark
And
rocks.
from behind you, you start hearing, "Hey, guys! Guys!" And you see Benny running down the hallway being chased by two dragonborn guards running after him with swords. Benny's like, "Guys, wait up for me!"
I'm gonna
And
wave
he-
at
Benny's not
him.
gonna end well. I wouldn't. Don't
and
don't
the two
run
dragon
out.
guards like
Stop,
slowly
Benny.
stop as Benny
you can do it.
runs
Come on, man.
into the
Jump.
door.
Benny, jump!
He hits the door and is blown completely to smithereens. He just blows back, but you see like the front of him just chunk away and just
Glyph just killed over,
Oh, no.
laughing to himself. He's like, "We knew it was gonna happen. He still did it."
Yeah. All right. I just turned around. I look back at my rock.
So as you guys are standing there trying to figure out what's next on your journey and where you need to go,
Glyph is clinging to the shadows. He's not
Yeah.
standing in direct sunlight.
it's actually nighttime.
What's the area look like? What's where?
There's like trees, like pine trees and everything, and like out there, and there's a trail that leads through. And you actually see some people walking down that trail towards the cave that you just came out of. Roll a perception check.
Just Ruben.
Just Ruben.
Ooh, maybe somebody else.
5+.
5+. well, then it won't matter until they get a little bit closer.
7.
I'm gonna yell out, "You guys headed into the dungeon?"
They all like you see the group of them stop.
How many people? How many figures?
About 5.
5.
5 of them.
Hey guys, it's all right. Hey.
Y'all, it's super easy.
It's
No,
okay.
we just got through. Got
Shut up, Khal.
gold.
Khal, come on, man.
You see like
Gotta be these-
one of them who has a bow. He's
Gotta
like,
work on this stuff, man.
like looking at. He's kind of ducked back and he darts into the trees with his bow.
Wait, no, it's okay. You don't have to run. You don't have to go. You scared him.
We're friendly.
You scared him off.
And the others are like, you see one guy draw his sword and it like shimmers with some like light on it, and you see another person like whip out 2 little daggers and they like crouch down, and you see one guy kind of at the front of the group kind of like looking around, and he's got like a stick, and he's kind of looking about. He's not doing anything, he's just kind of standing there. Do you move?
How far away are they?
They're I would say about 80 feet from you.
Oh,
If I see that they're
They come
like
out. They just
readying
came out
up,
of like.
I'm gonna like
don't put your. Stop it. Stop
jump
it.
into the trees.
No, stop it. You're making it worse. Khalladak, you're making it worse. It's okay. It's a shh. Let's all just settle down. Have my hands up, trying to walk forward a little bit.
Okay.
Hey, we just left. I would advise you not go in. It's real tricky in there. There's like a minotaur and a dragon. Guys, you gotta.
Are you getting closer this whole time? Or
I probably walked like 15 feet and then stopped again. I just wanted to get so I wasn't shouting.
I'm sneaking
Okay,
through the
roll
tree
another
line.
roll another perception check.
Cool. So it's a total of 9.
Hard to make it out, but you think you recognize the person with the staff. It just something seems familiar.
Do I know you? What's your gentleman with the staff in the front there? No, you with the what?
You see him
Do I know you?
actually
Are we-
start to take steps back.
No, it's okay. It's okay. I feel like I've been in there for like a long time. They had me prisoner, and I just got out. I just feel like maybe I figured everybody I knew was probably like dead or gone. My name's Ruben.
You
I'm
see
Ruben
him like
Glowstone.
freeze,
Ruben Glowstone. Do you?
and he turns and he just starts running away.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't know what to make of this. I kind of thought maybe he would like have acknowledged me, but this is not what I expected. What about the rest of you folks? Y'all, I'm Ruben.
The
Anybody
others,
else?
The others like all turn and see him running off, and they're all like looking at each other. You can just see them. They're kind of dim in this dim light, and they all see him running off the other direction, and they're kind of like looking at each other like, what are we doing? I don't know. Like, what are we supposed to do? And
I want to walk forward another like 10 feet.
okay,
As I'm talking, just sir. Okay, well this has gotten a little awkward.
What was his name?
Are you whispering that from the trees?
Yeah.
I don't know his name, Khal.
Why don't you ask them?
My friend wants to know what his name was.
the others
Anybody?
are the one that had the shiny sword. He steps out, and you see him like in plate mail.
Meanwhile, I'm barefoot and in overalls.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he steps out with
Also
his
2.5 feet tall.
his sword, and you see it like shine, and it puts out some more light in the area. And he looks down at you, and he's like, "What goes there?
I want to pick up a rock and cast light on it.
Whom are you?
I pick up a rock and I cast light on it and I hold it out as I do that.
I see you have been blessed by a holy lord.
Yeah, my name's Ruben.
I heard that from a distance.
My name's Ruben. I go by the name of Ruben P. Glowstone. Ruben P. Glowstone. Yeah. Well, I follow the Lord of the Morning.
Go.
Laughlander. He's the Lord of the Morning, but
Yes, I do
mean,
not
I guess-
follow such a person. I follow Pelor, but I do.
I think they're good friends.
Yes, I have heard.
Well, hey, that makes us friends, right?
Potentially. But here's my thing.
Nope.
I do not know who you are, but you have come from the cave.
My name's
Have you
Ruben.
slew the dragon?
No, we did not.
Oh,
He is still there.
have you gone into this dungeon?
I have. I was held captive in the dungeon for some time, and have just escaped with my life.
I see.
This gentleman, where are you?
I'm in the trees.
I point back. This gentleman. Well, there
were 2 more with you, and we saw them vanish into the trees.
They're skittish. They're skittish.
Glyph is trying to sink.
They haven't seen. They have not been around. The outside of the cavern folk very often. They're wary. 20.
Of course. Yeah, you're invisible.
they're wary of folks, I guess. Khal.
Yeah, I'm right here.
Oh,
You just see me peeking behind a tree.
one of them's over.
Yes.
I don't know where the other one went.
I
Anyway.
cannot see him, but I heard a rough voice.
That's Khal.
Yes.
Yeah. Anyway, they helped me get out, and we're on our way. We're just trying to get as far away from the cave as we can right now.
Ah, I see. So, you work in this cave?
It was like a forced labor situation, where
yes.
because I can heal. That's what I can do. And sometimes they
cleric.
get somebody exactly.
Oh, I didn't know if you were a cleric or potentially a paladin, like myself.
Yes, I know it's a much smaller stature, big swords, not my thing. But I can heal, and that's so they get somebody injured on the job in there, right? And they'd be like, "Hey, come over here, and Ruben will fix you up." And that's so I had to fix people up that got hurt on the job, but I got out, and so.
Well, this is good, I suppose. This is confusing to us. We were under the assumption that we would go into this dungeon. We would battle potentially monsters or whatever is in our way and slay the dragon. That is what Sir Arnie said would be the most useful thing to do.
Who's Arnie?
Sir Arnie, yes, the man with the stick who ran away.
I'm gonna come out now.
Is that a name I gave you?
As a guy who disappeared from your group.
Yeah. Okay. I'm blanking on the names that I gave you right now. I'd have to pull that up.
All right, I'm gonna walk up. I'm gonna come out of the trees.
Okay.
I'm gonna go.
Good Lord, it's a bugbear!
Oh, this is Khal. Arnie, did you say?
Hail Pelor. Hail Pelor.
Did you say Arnie? Are you worshiping Pelor too?
Yeah. Here's what I got for you.
You never told me that.
Here, come here, brother.
I will not gather any closer.
Okay, well, here, we all worked in the dungeon, right? I'll tell you what. We'll tell you what rooms. I can draw you a map in the dirt if you want, and tell you exactly what rooms do what you need to do. I mean, we knew the dungeon we all worked there, and you could just go on in. It's gonna be tough.
Yes.
But it'll be easier if you know where to go.
This is true. I do appreciate that. So Arnie...
Yeah, you said Arnie. I knew an Arnie once upon a time.
Yes?
What's this? Describe the fella?
Slender man, robes, a staff. He described himself as some sort of spell user, but I do not know exactly what spells.
Last name might be Silvertongue.
This is correct.
I knew that, yeah.
Yes.
Son of a bitch.
Arnie Silvertongue, of course. Well, so you do know him.
Yeah.
Well, that's a good thing to hear.
I'll tell you what, it's not the first time he ran away from a group he's traveling with neither.
I think.
So you take that into
I
account.
think all this while Glyph is like trying to track down where all of these other people are.
Go ahead and make perception
How many of them are?
check.
How many of them are out on the trail right now?
Like two.
The rogue jumped
two of
into
them.
the woods.
The rogue jump into the woods, and then some guy with a bow jumped into the woods.
Okay, so there's two gone, and then there's a paladin and somebody else.
Yeah. Yes. Sorry, I just said two in the road. There's one in the road.
He's the only one in the road. Is the guy I'm talking to?
That guy and another person in the distance.
Okay, farther behind him.
Yeah.
Two in the woods, and then Arnie ran.
Yeah.
Okay, so that was only an 8.
Okay.
I'm trying. My intention is to use that awesome stealth check before to just figure out where everybody is, so we have some more awareness. And if I don't know how I can do this, but I want to try to track down Arnie since he bolted.
He's gone a ways. Like you saw him turn a corner in the woods, and he's just trying to jog as far as he can. So unless you're jogging at full speed, you probably won't catch up at this moment.
I guess it was a 10. It was a 6 plus 4.
So you'll catch one of them. The rogue is kind of you can see him there, and he's got his like cape, and he's kind of doing this with it, where he's got it just covering like the bottom of his face, and he's looking like he's trying to hide, but he's not doing a good job of it at all.
At all. Okay.
Like a nat 1 job of it?
Pretty much, yeah.
I'll yell in Goblin, hey, there's a rogue over here in the trees. He's just kind of holding his robe up. I don't think he realizes what's going on.
He looks back towards you. Now he's got his like knife ready, and he's kind of pointing it at you and where you are standing. The guy who is leading the group, he stands there and he says, well, since you did not defeat the dragon, but you were able to escape, I suppose it is up to us
Honorary group of adventurers to slay this dragon.
Yeah, yeah, that sounds good. You want a map?
Okay, so tell you what. So, Khal, you want to start drawing this map?
Well, what if we're gonna camp down, we just do it by firelight.
Gosh, that'd be nice. I'm super sore.
Well,
pretty worn out right now.
we throw a camp together. This will be the first time I've ever sat down with a bugbear before and not slew him.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
I forgot about. Yeah, this is gonna be tricky walking around with you two.
Yeah. Why?
And your friend in the woods.
Why would it
His
be
name's
tricky
Glyph.
walking around with me?
Well, no one out. I mean, you mean you're kind of like it's kind of like if you saw like this guy walk in, what would you want to do?
Push a rock on him.
Yeah, well, that's kind of what he wants to do when you're out here. That's kind of what everybody's gonna want to do. We're gonna have to like figure that out. It's gonna get tricky. Glyph!
I'm right here.
Oh gosh, you're so good at that, man.
what's up?
Do you come out of the woods?
Yeah, I walk out of the woods.
My God, it's a drow!
This Glyph.
You
Hey.
definitely find yourself with a odd group of friends.
Well, they're the ones that got me out.
Well,
What was your name?
I am Sir Reginald D. Pedgemold.
Reginald D. Pedgemold.
Yes, my family was not creative.
I like that it rhymes.
Or were they the most creative?
No.
So what are you going to do about Runaway?
We thought he would be useful and be a...
Yeah, I know, right? Right? You
Yeah.
thought he'd be useful, and then he just up and just like a fart in the wind.
Yes, that is going to be a bit of a bump in the road,
Yeah,
but
as they say.
me and my 3 companions, I'm sure we'll be able to hold our own.
Who is visible in the road with him? You said there was another guy farther back.
He's kind of just like in a light robe of some sort. He's just got his
Mage.
fists up.
As a matter of fact, how well do y'all know each other?
Oh, well, we met in a tavern. There was Arnie. He came over to us, and he with his staff, and he said, "Are you looking for adventure?" And we said, "Yes." And he said, "I know of a dragon you can slay." We were like, "What?" We thought all the dragons were
So
dead.
he came to you and drug you into this mess, and then he just skittered off.
That happened. Yes, that is what he did.
Son of a... Okay.
So we are exchanging information for temporary truce.
So I guess at this point, we will just sort of wander off and find a clearing off the beaten
Okay.
path and begin setting up camp. And I guess the 3 of us are like totally without. Like they're probably like set like tents and fires and like the
Oh yeah,
we're just sitting
they've
on
got
logs.
like full packs of gear. That
We
are-
have nothing.
I'll tell you what. We'll make you a deal. We don't have anything for adventuring.
Yes.
You will likely get things by going through the dungeon. Naturally, how dungeons are. You get more stuff.
Yes.
So how about I'll show you a room, you give me an adventuring item. I show you another room, you give me something else, and we'll go as far as you want to go, and I'll draw as much as you can give me.
Roll a persuasion check.
12. I don't get any for persuasion.
So that's just 12.
12, yeah.
That sounds fine to me.
Insight
I'll
check this
throw.
man.
Go ahead.
Just in general, his whole demeanor. Yeah, well, he sounds trustworthy.
I'm gonna tell him. I'll throw in the opening room and your first turn, the first correct because there's you have some options of where you need to go. I'll
Got
tell
it.
you the first one free of charge.
Well, all right then. I will take it.
All right.
So you guys kind of work through how far in. Like he's willing to go all the way.
Okay. Whoa. Heyo.
Yeah.
It's a little early, but all right.
Reginald.
That's where the
All
D
right.
comes in.
Okay.
We're desperate.
All right. So I tell him You're going to want to take your door on your right.
Yeah.
There's going to be a puzzle. Disregard it. What's the first thing you have to offer? Depending on how good of an item will be which room I tell you.
Rope
Rope, all right. I'll tell you the first room then. The sucky room.
gives you some a 50 foot of hemp rope.
Okay.
I've never seen this.
I
side
tell
of
him
him before.
about-
You got real good business sense.
He had,
I tell him about the goblin.
Real clever.
Okay.
All right, so you want to you're going to want you're going to want to go into the first room you go down.
Okay.
It's got a bunch of crates, right? You're going to think, "Oh, a room with crates. No big deal."
Yeah.
Goblins
Whoa.
behind the crates.
Wow.
They're going to shoot
Bunch
you.
of goblins.
Okay. Bunch of goblins. You need something now. Some pittons.
What is that?
What's a pitton?
Did you use it with the rope? It's like a stake.
Oh, like for climbing something?
Throw in a hammer and
Yes.
I'll take those.
Yeah.
A pitton and a hammer.
You're going to want to give us the pittons because the next room is kind of tricky.
You're not gonna.
I'll tell you this, we didn't climb in this dungeon. It's all straight walking.
All right. Well, then here. Pittons and hammer.
Okay. Next room. You're going to walk in there, bunch of square tiles all over the floor.
Okay.
Booby traps. Galore.
Okay.
You're going to want to take, you got a long sword, right? Great sword, long.
I do. Yes.
Okay. You're going to want to test each of their pressure plates. You're going to want to test them and find your path. Because otherwise, you're going to get burnt to a crisp. They got fire cannons.
Will I
either
remember any of the
side.
path?
That you went through?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll mark out what I can recall.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, as well as you think you would recall it.
I figured
for-
out
is this for-
about like half the room. So if this is now you're gonna start here, you're gonna go 3 spaces, and then you're gonna diagonal left 1, and then you're
okay,
gonna
I
go
see.
2 more, and then over, and I just start.
Perfect. Okay, great.
But you're still going to want to test with the pressure plates, just to be safe.
For that information, we have a tent. A tent.
Yeah, you're not gonna need the tent in there.
We have two, but one we'll give to you. It is
Yeah.
not a large tent, especially with him. But we have a tent.
You can sleep outside.
I appreciate that.
Yeah,
That'll be
probably
real
for the
nice.
best.
That'd be real nice, especially when if it rains. That'd be nice.
Okay.
All right, for the tent, since it's not both, I'll just tell you about the fork in the road.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So you're going to come after the fire room. You're going to come up to a fork in the road.
Okay.
I tell you what, I'll give you the choice. Do you want to go left or right?
Right.
All right. Well, that was a
The
good way.
right choice.
Oh, wonderful.
All right. So you take a right.
Yes.
Oh yeah, I remember this room. Do you know what a doppelganger is?
I have heard of tales of doppelgangers.
Well, we killed one. It's gonna be if they get another one, it'll be in the next room. But just know the room. It's gonna be light, and you're gonna think, "Oh, well lit room, cool." Just walk in.
Yeah.
You're
Once-
gonna want to send in your weakest person.
Yeah.
Whoever
Just to
you
be
think we can all
safe.
gang up on him and beat him.
That's Phil.
I was gonna say, does he look at anybody?
Did you
Yeah.
say that's Phil?
the guy who's just like he's got like wrapped fists, and he looks like a tough kid, but he's not, like, he's really scrawny, and he just kind of like looks like a tough kid.
Okay.
All right. So the doppelganger.
He doesn't say that out loud. He just kind of leans to you guys and says, "Phil."
That's Phil.
So you'll want to send that guy.
All 3 of us. You whispered us, but all 3 of us.
All 3 of us just
kind
gotta.
of look at him.
Yeah.
So Phil's the weakest, right? Okay.
And
Exactly.
you see Phil like look up and kind of look over at you guys like, "Hey, I'm not. I can punch good."
Yeah.
So you're gonna want to send Phil in the room.
Yeah.
If it's still, he wants to go first.
'Cause I
Let
can
him go ahead and
punch good.
go. Yeah. So he goes in the room. The lights go off.
Yes.
Maybe play a few get to know you games before you actually go in the dungeon. Maybe while we're at the campfire, you're gonna want to do a couple of those.
Oh, we've had some chats.
You might want to know some deep cuts,
Okay.
some real deep cuts.
Good to know.
Yeah, because you're gonna want to decide which one's Phil.
Because it'll be hard to tell. Look just like him.
And he'll talk just like him. He'll even know things that Phil knows.
Oh.
Crazy.
Small room behind a mirror. It's where he lives, and he's got a button turns the light on and off. and he's got a little button gets him in and out of the door. Lots of secret doors in this place. If you search around, you can find little places.
You'll probably hit a button.
And it opens up a secret door, and it'll take you into like a side tunnel, and that's where like a bunch of goblins will be waiting with blow darts to shoot through a little hole in the wall, and you can go in and just
Hey,
wipe them all
Ruben,
out.
hey!
Yeah.
This is very quickly becoming the recap episode.
You can't take him more.
Kenny
too
will
much.
be able to find that. He's really good at sneaking around.
That's a good point. How much more are we going to do this in game?
That's kind of where I'm at.
All right. Well,
So we get through the whole thing.
whole
What
thing.
do we get from this guy? I'll say, you know what? I'll tell you what.
I was
hold on.
wondering. I was wondering when you guys were like, "Can we just like go through this?"
Khal just seems to be doing a knockout job of it. But I
All
take
right, so they have 2 healing potions that they'll give you. The female elf that's in the group, she's willing to give you some of her arrows. She's gonna give you like 5 of her arrows.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't really remember the stretch of woods. Where'd y'all come from? Like, what's the nearest town? Where can we go if we wanted to stock up and maybe get a bite to eat? And
Well, yes. The biggest city, which is a day's journey from here, that would be Middle Branch.
What kind of people do you find in Middle Branch?
Many different types, but there are many halflings there. This area used to be very populated by halflings at one time, but there are all sorts. None that look like the 2 of you, I will say. I will say. You will be a shock.
Is there any kind of police force in this town?
Oh, yes, I have some guards. It was run by a mayor.
might be a place for us to swing by and stop in the dark, undercover, where y'all aren't going to stand out. We can grab a little shut eye and an inn.
yeah, that sounds good, brother.
Are you? I've been not asking because I don't want to like point it out,
Yeah,
but it's
I'm
like
just a bit keflimped. I got,
Kerflump.
yeah, I don't know, it's like a buildup in my lungs.
you need.
Well, we appreciate the help that you have given us, and we shall turn in, I suppose. I will take first watch. No need to argue. I will take first watch. Oh, okay, yes, I'm
that's
taking
prob-
first watch. Yes,
That's the
yes.
kind of. That's probably the kind of thing we're gonna have to figure that out. Watch is like where when we all like go to sleep, like one of us will probably want to keep our eye open, make sure that we don't get it. Well, y'all never got to be worrying about that in the caves, but like out here where someone might come up and like attack you in the middle of the night because you're sleeping and you're vulnerable, we're gonna have to have one of us like awake and alert at all times. And I'll tap you and I'll go to sleep and you'll wake up, and then you'll tap him and you'll go to sleep and he'll wake up.
What is the sleep concept?
Do you guys go to sleep? Or do you do one person on watch as well, or are you just gonna let
It's going to be a
I don't quite trust
fitful.
this guy.
It's going to be a fitful hacking sleep for me.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm going to sleep.
I will stay awake with Reginald,
Reginald.
at least until his watch is ended.
Okay.
I do want to ask him. Hey, so, just out of curiosity, Reg, you know anything about a blue dragon in the area? You know anything? Maybe not in this area, but you know anything about where a blue dragon is?
I mean, there were ancient stories during the battles with the dragons many years ago.
We were told by
But they were all
Grundelvald.
wiped out.
We were told by Grundelvald roughly where this one was, right? More or less, like what
Yeah,
direction to go.
you know he's in Sandrame, or she's in Sandrame.
Sandrame. You ever been down to Sandrame?
No,
You know much
not
about
much for the coast.
Okay, so it's coastal too. Of course it is. That's right. How long you think it might take me to walk there?
I believe it's a weeks-long journey.
Well, that's what I need to know. I appreciate
On
all. Your,
foot?
well, I gotta get down. We're headed down Sandrame way. Just don't know the area. Figured see if you knew it.
Well, I'm sorry that I cannot help you any further. I'm going to switch now.
Oh,
Phil's gonna stay up. Did you?
I don't have any interest in talking to Phil.
Okay.
No, I'll probably go wake up one of my companions as well. I go over and kick. Okay.
You're coughing in your sleep.
I as waking up, I just and just this nasty like gray goo just everywhere,
Oh,
just like phlegm and just gray phlegm, gray and green, I guess. And I'm like, that feels better. Wow. All right. What's up, brother?
Why do you sound different?
I don't know. I guess that was caught in my lungs. This is wow. All right.
Not hurting your throat anymore again?
No, I feel great.
Wow.
Holy moly.
You sound much less intimidating. So
Yeah,
there's that.
Reggie, where you at, brother? Hey, come here.
He's comes out of his tent, looks like he's taking off his armor.
Yes.
Don't breathe in the dust. How about that for a hint? Because, it seems to have done some,
You sound very weird.
well, thanks, I guess.
Yes, that's not how you sounded when I met you.
Yeah, well,
3 hours
what
ago.
I sounded
Yeah.
like before is on the ground over here, I guess.
Oh, that's wonderful. I'm going to
Sounds
sleep
real
now.
nice. Yeah, me too. Okay, hey, it's your turn. You just stay
Phil.
awake. Just for like 2-3 hours, you stay awake. When that guy goes to bed, you just wake up Glyph.
Yeah, that sounds great. I'll do it.
Cool.
You see Phil come out, and he's just like, I can punch good.
Phil,
Yeah, I can
Philly
punch real
boy.
good.
I don't want to do a watch with Phil. I'm not going to do it. If
well,
I
you
have
got-
to, I'm going to go back to bed.
Then you go wake up Glyph, and I will go to bed.
I'll go get Glyph.
Glyph is just still. Glyph is in trance still. He's just kind
I shake him. I'm like, hey, Glyph,
of. Huh?
it's me, Khal. I sound different.
Okay,
Listen, Ruben.
that's fine.
Ruben and Reginald said that I've already done a watch. Ruben's done a watch.
What time is it?
And Reginald did a watch. And Reginald said that you have to do the next one with Phil. So it's all you, brother. I don't know what to tell you.
I gotta be honest. I'm probably just gonna ignore him.
Yeah, that's fine. I need to go back because I did the last watch. I'm just gonna go back to bed.
Okay, Glyph kind of
So-
like out of nowhere produces a broom, and he kind of walks over that mess Khal made.
Calvin
What do you
cleans
mean
it
out
up.
of nowhere? Where did you get a broom? Is it just in your quiver?
I think he just has one.
Like a little hand broom.
Yeah, maybe like a little dustpan.
Yeah.
And
I like visualizing that your bow doubles as a broom, and you like have this piece that you snap on,
Snap onto
click it
it.
on top, and you flip it over. And
Yeah, so you guys sleep the rest of the night. Phil is standing watch, literally just standing there like this with his arms spread to the side and fists. And he's just looking around all the time. That's Phil. So you get to the next day. They pack up their gear and prepare to head into the dungeon. And Reginald says, "Well, I never thought that I would stand here and speak to a drow or speak to a bugbear or see a gnome in a while."
you know, I appreciate you've been real level-headed about this whole business.
Yes.
It just shows you how we're not all so different, are we?
That's well said, RDP.
Yeah.
You got mind if I call you RDP?
Oh, you
It was
can
like good.
call me whatever you wish. I will probably never see you again. So,
Don't be so glum. I bet you'll do just fine in there.
oh, I'm sure. Yes, we will definitely slay the dragon.
Good for you.
go get him, buddy.
It's good to know you can make friends with anyone.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's real nice.
Let's kill goblins! And he walks into the thing and he starts just marching in, and you see the others following behind. They all look very confident and head into the dungeon.
While they're going in, I'm like, I can't help but feel a little bit guilty. They're gonna die for sure.
Hey,
Oh, yeah.
well, you know,
Even
we
with
gave
all
him-
the clues we gave
gave him a
them.
map, gave him clues. Did we tell him about the mimic place where, like, hey, if you check the 3 chests, they might give you prizes?
He was gonna, but he didn't.
I
get a
was
chance.
going to.
Don't touch the purple chest!
Well, you guys got out with your lives. You are on a completely new journey at this point, and
Oh, no.
it'll
That
be
long
very
rest is feeling
interesting
pretty
to
good.
see where things go from here. So great job. Thank you, everybody who's been listening to the podcast and watching the show on YouTube. Please,
Honestly, if you're doing
rate us good.
both,
Yeah.
you shouldn't do both.
I mean-
it's gonna be the same thing.
you should do both. I mean, you get so much
You
more.
can
Like,
do
look at
both.
this. You can see our faces.
I guess
if you
I'm not
watch
doing
on
a good
YouTube.
job.
He really still-
Don't do both.
Cam.
Don't waste your time.
Not that
The podcast is gonna sound pretty similar to the YouTube one.
Except you can just
this
play
gonna be
that
on
for like
YouTube?
ASMR reasons while you fall asleep.
Yes, hear the voice, the smooth voice of Khalladak.
The new voice. Yeah.
Khalladak rock
Rock
pusher.
Maybe I'm gonna start an offshoot thing with my new voice. Hey, this is Khalladak Rock Pusher. Welcome, 104.5 The Rock.
On the podcast, if you guys would just rate us 5 stars and continue to follow along, we love doing this. On YouTube, like and subscribe, ring the bell if you want to be notified when we post.
I have a little bit
We'll see you later.
of congestion, so
Okay, bye.
bye.